Chef Jonathan back with us for the first time inside the studio since this whole thing's been going on. So happy to have you back.
Yes, man. I'm so excited to be back in the kitchen.
I know, man. It's emotional for sure. We are working on something that I've never seen before today, so I'm so excited for you to introduce this dish to our audience. Tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're making an Italian braciole, which basically just means literally it's sliced beef cooked over coals. Is what it means. So now traditionally it's cooked with like top round or just a thin cut of meat that you can pound out, but of course I'm fancy.
Of course.
So what we used was a so I'm gonna use a really beautiful piece of ribeye.
Wow.
And that we just pound out. I think it just gives it more depth of flavor. So I put it in here because what you do is you just get a ribeye. Yeah. A small enough ribeye.
You can show them what you were doing kind of. Yeah.
So, not to make a ton of noise, but basically you can put it in a hefty bag. You can, if you're feeling strong, use your fist, or you can use a heavy bottom pot and you just want to just pound it out.
I've seen this with chicken breasts and other cuts of meat, but I've never seen anyone do it with a ribeye. So can't wait to see how this turns out.
Yeah. So once you do it, because you can use a tougher cut of meat, but I want that fat. So you see how thin? When have you seen a thin ribeye like that? So once you get your ribeye nice and thin, or as thin as you want it, because you want to be careful that with the ribeye, because it's so much fat, it could start to tear, and you have to roll it up eventually. But once we do that, then we'll just add in our different flavors. So I have a seasoning blend that I created, but it's just dried herbs, a bunch of different fancy stuff that I put in there. And then the key things is you can use garlic, so you can chop up some garlic, press some garlic, but I'm a huge fan of garlic paste. Yep. And so you just take your paste. They also make a few other pastes. They make like a basil paste, Italian herb paste, and then I just hit it with a few drops like that.
Drop it like it's hot?
Drop it like it's hot.
That's the second time you've been doing some dance moves here on the show.
I know, man. I'm so excited. Look, we got to dance for the first time back.
So you're rubbing that all in. All right, so we're going to let you continue to work on that. When we come back, we want to tell you what Chef Jonathan has been up to. Of course, you can book Chef Jonathan and Thrive Catering for your upcoming event, but also you've kind of expanded into cooking items, display items, things that are functional as well. We'll tell you all about that in just a little bit here on Studio 10.
In the kitchen with Chef Jonathan, one of my favorite dudes. He's back here in studio, and you guys, we're making your typical Tuesday really fancy but affordable too. You were just telling me that.
We were just talking about we're making this Italian braciole, which is just sliced meat. It's like a stuffed sliced meat, and so. Now I use ribeye, but we were just talking. You can use like top round or anything and just smash it out. But of course, I got to make it.
He's got to make it like the best of the best, and we're doing that with this truffle oil. I don't know if you guys have smelled it before. So you were just telling me you can get this at one of your more upscale grocery stores. And the scent of this, the taste changes everything.
It really does. So you got truffle inside of the oil, so you have to shake it up to get it all out. And actually, the cap is a truffle.
I didn't know that.
That's what truffles look like,
That's a good marketing team, whoever came up with that one. So you just added some butter. You're adding some of the truffle oil.
Some truffle oil. And then we're going to wrap up. I got some prosciutto. So we're going to stuff it. We got the garlic, the basil, the seasoning blend. We got prosciutto. We got some mozzarella. And we're going to add some spinach. Roll it up. We're going to sear it off and then stick it in the oven to finish.
Oh, you guys, it smells so good. So while you're rolling and wrapping over here, we do want to talk about some really exciting things you got going on. So he has another brand, and it's Thrive, and so you do catering or like private chef events, and also you have these amazing boards that you brought in the studio this morning.
We do a lot of private chef stuff. So COVID was weird, for everybody, but it was really a blessing because we actually kind of branched out and we started creating cutting boards. So we wanted to be in people's kitchen without, necessarily being in people's kitchen. A lot of people were cooking or learning to cook, making braciole, so you need a fancy board to go with it, right?
Yeah, when he came in the studio this morning, I was holding these boards. I could not take my eyes off of this one. It's just so unique in its own way. So if you want something personal for yourself, or a lot of folks are already thinking about Christmas and gifts that, this is the way to go. So they can find that on your website, and I was just asking you, they can find a cookbook on your website too.
Yeah, so if you go to thrivebychefjonathan.com, there we have a cookbook that just tells, and it's really cool. It's not your average cookbook, but it tells a story of my childhood. And then how we kind of, it's called From Struggle Meal to Real Deal.
Love it.
And it's funny because it's like things like this, how we made, growing up, you make some random meals. But then as I got older, you recreate it in this most extravagant way.
That's cool.
And so that's the kind of the cool thing about it. But you could see cutting boards on there. You can make inquiries about private events if you want me to come and make some braciole. Use the Balenciaga of oils.
That's what we were. This isn't your typical like vegetable olive oil. This is the top notch of all oils. So when we come back, we'll tell you more about his private events. If you do want to go ahead and contact Chef Jonathan after we cook this guy, it's going in the oven, right?
Oh yeah. So we're gonna stick that in the oven and leave it in there because you want it to be about medium. So we'll put it in there about 15 minutes or so.
All right, you guys, it smells so good. I can't wait to eat this for lunch. We'll have more coming up on Studio 10.
We've been debating all commercial break long about how to pronounce it because we have some new information. Some things say, in Italian you say braciole. Some other ones say Braciole. But either way, it's not what we've been saying all morning long, which is Braciole. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's what it is. All right, so we're making that. Tell the folks what's all in there, Jonathan.
All right, so we have some prosciutto, we got some spinach, we got garlic, we got Italian herbs, we have mozzarella, or mozzarella, I don't know,
We're just going to start saying everything different with weird pronunciations.
Oh my goodness. So we just got everything. We have some smoked salt. So we just hit that with a little smoked salt.
Ooh, smoked salt.
Yeah, smoked salt,
That's legit.
That is legit. And if you get smoked salt, Mauden's.
That's the way to go?
Yeah, that's the way to go. And then you just
I think it's pronounced Maldon.
Maldone's.
Yep.
And then we just slice it up. And we're good to go. And so
yeah, I wish we had a way to get a cut of the inside of that because you can see the spiral effect from if you miss it, we pounded out the meat and then you rolled it up with those ingredients we were just talking about inside there. Now you can kind of see it. Look on the screen there, Jonathan. He's zooming in a little bit.
That's
so you can kind of see what we're looking at.
So you have those layers. So you got the prosciutto, you got the spinach, you can see the garlic and the herbs.
All coming together.
Just
so much flavor. I had a little sample of one that we were working on. It is so fantastic, y'all. Chef Jonathan, folks want to hire you for their upcoming event in terms of catering. How can they go about looking into that?
So they can go on our website, thrivebychefjonathan.com. They can just submit a request. Shoot us an email. They can give us a call. All the information is on our website.
We can't recommend Chef Jonathan and Thrive Catering enough here. And then, of course, the boards and the artwork and the woodwork you've been working on. You can find that information on there too.
All that's on there, so you can check out our boards and check out our partners and all that stuff, where to purchase and everything.
All right, man. Well, everything looks fantastic. Quite the display and quite the taste, most importantly. The recipe will be online, the Studio 10 tab at fox10tv.com, or better yet, like we said, hire Chef Jonathan for your next event coming up. It's time to eat, so I'm doing my dance like this.